Dear students, in our previous video class, we have seen prokaryotic cell envelope and its modifications, ribosomes of prokaryotic cell and intrusion bodies also we have studied. In today's class, let us study the eukaryotic cells. The eukaryotes include all the protists, plants, animals, and fungi. In the first chapter, you have studied, or in the biological classification chapter, you have studied. Whitaker classify the whole living organisms into 5 kingdoms. Kingdom Monera, Kingdom Protista, Kingdom Plantae, Kingdom Animalia, and the Kingdom Mycota. Okay. When we studied prokaryotic cell, we have studied about the bacteria, okay, or prokaryotic cells. Eukaryotic cells are found in Protista. You know the examples of Protista. They are primitive type unicellular organisms. Includes amoeba and plants also. The plantae, it includes bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms, angiosperms, animals, okay, up to mammals, and also includes fungi. Fungi means the kingdom Mycota. In all these groups of plants or in the kingdom, the cells are eukaryotic type. It's a very important one. If we examine the cells of these organisms, in the eukaryotic cells, we come across extensive compartmentalization of cytoplasm. It is seen through the presence of membrane-bound cell organelles. Compartmentalization of cytoplasm means within the cytoplasm we find the cell organelles. All these cell organelles are membrane-bound cell organelles. Say, for example, within the cytoplasm, we find mitochondria, Golgi complex, plastids, endoplasmic reticulum. These organelles are membrane-bound organelles. In this way, the cytoplasm is compartmentalized. Okay, that is the meaning of compartmentalization of cytoplasm. Next, very important character of eukaryotic cells is the presence of eukaryotic type of nucleus. What is eukaryotic type of nucleus? It is a type of nucleus which is bounded by nuclear membrane. Double layered nuclear membrane is present. Inside this nuclear membrane, we come across nucleoplasm. Within the nucleoplasm, nucleolus is also present. And very important is the presence of chromatin or chromosomes. Such a type of nucleus is called eukaryotic type of nucleus. All the organisms which possess eukaryotic type of cells or nucleus are called eukaryotes. Just now we have seen the examples like protists, plants, animals and fungi. If we compare this nucleus with that of prokaryotic type of nucleus, in prokaryotic nucleus, nuclear membrane is totally absent. Even nucleolus is also absent. Only the chromatin is present. Okay, it's very important. Then, in the eukaryotic cells, within the cytoplasm or embedded in the cytoplasm, we come across the cell organelles. Cell organelles means the living inclusions of cell we call cell organelles. Okay. The living inclusions of cell organelles we are mitochondria, Golgi complex. In case of plant cells, the plastids, Endoplasmic Reticulum, ribosomes, lysosomes, glycosomes or peroxisomes, centrosome in animal cells. Okay, we find the cell organelles. Now, let us examine the ultrastructure of plant and animal cell. See the diagram of plant cell. The plant cell is protected by outermost layer. You can see it is the cell wall. The cell wall is present only in the plant cell and it is absent in the animal cell. Very important point. The cell wall is made up of cellulose. Okay. The detailed structure of the cell wall we are going to study later. Next to the cell wall, you can see what is known as the cell membrane or the plasma membrane. It is the living membrane. Plasma membrane encloses the living substance called protoplasm. Protoplasm includes both the cytoplasm and the nucleus. Within the cytoplasm, we come across the cell organelles or various cell organelles. The living inclusions of cell called cell organelle. All these cell organelles have the membrane. That is what we call membrane-bound cell organelles. I repeat once again, the mitochondria. See the diagram. The presence of mitochondria, rod-like structures. See the Golgi complex just above the nucleus. See the Golgi complex or the Golgi complex is there. Okay. Then you can see the plastids. Plastids. It's a very important one. Plastids. Plastids are present only in plant cells and they are absent in animal cells. Very important. One more difference between plant cell and animal cell. Here mentioned as chloroplast. Chloroplast is a type of plastid. That is green plastid. Okay. Then you can see attached to the nuclear membrane, endoplasmic reticulum. You can see that. It's also double-layered system, endoplasmic reticulum. Of course, it includes two types, rough and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Then within the cytoplasm, see carefully the presence of ribosomes, very small, tiny structures. The ribosomes you can see. Okay. Then in the plant cell, we come across what are known as peroxisome. See carefully the peroxisome. Okay. Then study the diagram for the presence of lysosomes. In the diagram, just above the nucleus, we come across Lysosome, small spherical shaped structure. Okay. Then big vacuole. See the presence of big vacuoles. Okay. The two adjacent plant cells are separated by what is known as middle lamella. Okay. Middle lamella is also there. So that's all. The ultrastructure. Once again I repeat, cell wall, outermost layer. Next layer is cell membrane or plasma membrane. Next, inside this we come across the protoplasm. Protoplasm means it includes cytoplasm. So within the cytoplasm we have seen various cell organelles. Okay, I mentioned already. Then almost at the center there is a nucleus. This nucleus, as I told you, is eukaryotic type of nucleus. The most important feature. Then you can see a very big vacuole. Okay. So that's all about the structure of plant cell under electron microscope. It is just because of the discovery of electron microscope it is possible to study the detailed structure of the cell, maybe plant cell or animal cell. The structure which is studied under the electron microscope is called the ultrastructure. Hence, we call this diagram is labeled as the ultrastructure of plant cell. Okay. You must practice diagram. The diagram is very, very important for the main examination. And it is for 5 marks. If you draw the diagram scientifically, you are going to get 5 marks. Practice diagram many times. Okay. So that's all plant cell. Now we shall see the animal cell, the ultrastructure of animal cell. Now you can see the animal cell. This is also the ultrastructure of animal cell. You must practice the diagram, very important. In the examination, we may ask the plant cell or animal cell. Draw neat label diagram of ultrastructure of plant or animal cell. Okay. Now let us study the animal cell. You can see the animal cell is almost spherical. It is bounded by the outermost layer. You can see the plasma membrane. The cell membrane. The other name for the plasma membrane is cell membrane. I already told you It is a living membrane. The plasma membrane forms the outermost boundary in animal cell. But in the plant cell, outside this plasma membrane, the cell wall is present. The cell wall, as I already told you, it is made up of cellulose. It is absent in animal cell. The most important difference, cell wall is present in plant cell and absent in animal cell. Okay. Next, see the diagram. This plasma membrane actually forms what is known as microvilli. You can see microvilli. The detail later on, you are going to study later on. Cell membrane forms microvilli. Next to the cell membrane, you can see the living substance, the protoplasm. As I told you, protoplasm means it includes both cytoplasm and the nucleus. So next to the cell membrane, cytoplasm is present. The cytoplasm contains the cell organelles. All the cell organelles of plant cell. Ide nodi. Difference I will tell you. You can see now the presence of mitochondria. The pinkish structure, cylindrical structures, mitochondria are there. You can see the Golgi apparatus just above the nucleus. You can see the endoplasmic reticulum. It is of two types. Now you see right side, the rough endoplasmic reticulum. On the left side, you can see smooth endoplasmic reticulum. There is a difference between rough and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Lysosomes, you can see. See the lysosomes. Then nucleus at the center. You can see. The nucleus is of eukaryotic type of nucleus. Very important feature is the presence of centriole or centrosome. The centrosome is present in the in the animal cell and absent in the plant cell. Okay. Now, study the presence of cell organelles of plant cell and animal cell. Okay. So that's all about the animal cell. So we have seen plant cell and animal cell. Okay. Let us make some differences between plant cell and animal cell. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ನೋಡಬಹುದು. ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಲು ಮತ್ತು ಅನಿಮಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಸ್ನ ನಾವು ನೋಡಬಹುದು. the plant cell. One side plant cell and another side animal cell. Cell wall is present in plant cell, absent in animal cell. First difference. Next, the cell wall is made up of cellulose chemical. Cellulose is absent in animal cell. Plastids are present only in the plant cell, absent in animal cell. In this diagram, we have shown chloroplast. Chloroplast, nothing but a type of plastids which contain chlorophyll pigment present in plant cell, absent in animal cell. Chlorophyll pigment or chlorophyll is present in the plant cell, absent in animal cell. Another important, the centrosome with centrioles, you can see absent in the plant cell. Illa. Centrosome centrioles plant cell illa. But in the animal cell, you can see just above the nucleus. Nucleus in a male, centrosome centriole ide. This is another important difference. Then, vacuoles are very bigger in size in plant cell. We have seen bigger vacuole. In the animal cell, they are very smaller. Vacuoles are smaller. Then the spirosomes are present in the plant cell, absent in the animal cell. Carbohydrate is stored in the form of starch in the plant cell, but in the animal cell, it is stored in the form of glycogen. So this is also very important for 3 or 5 marks. Differentiate plant cell and animal cell. Okay. The eukaryotic cells, in addition to these, have variety of complex locomotory structures and cytoskeletal structures also present. In eukaryotic cell, the genetic material is organized into what is known as the chromosome. The genetic material is organized into chromosome. All eukaryotic cells are not identical. Just now we have seen plant cell is an eukaryotic cell. The animal cell is also an eukaryotic cell. So there is many differences between plant and animal cell. Just now we have seen the differences. Okay, that's all about the plant cell and animal cell. Our next topic is the cell membrane.